And welcome wherever you are and however you're listening. Thanks for doing footy with us on this Monday. As I look across, it's no longer a guy with a beard, a guy with long hair, a guy who's just rolled in. It is a guy who, to everyone, oozes aura, I would say. The real, an enigma of everyone's imagination. You cook in the kitchen, the editing floor, and now you're here cooking as a co-host in a one-off special. How are you feel? Are you nervous?
Pretty nervous. I mean,
yeah, into the microphone would be good. There you are, nice.
It's a very different thing.
Yeah.
To being behind the scenes.
Be fine. You'll be fine. Last time you came on here, you cooked Melbourne, remember? And then your parents had an issue with how you spoke.
Yeah, I think...
Once again, I don't think you're speaking to the microphone. Just bring it up there.
I think Brad Green definitely listens to the podcast.
Okay.
Because the way things sort of
have
escalated after that.
How are you feeling about everything with Melbourne? We haven't checked in with you because you've obviously been out about electric and doing what you do. How are things going at Demonland? Off season now. I think a lot of shit went down a couple of weeks ago.
I'm lucky you didn't get me on 2 weeks ago. That's for sure.
Just to check in, how are you? Because you represent a lot, like a big fan base there. We kind of funnel.
Are you taking the piss?
Well, no, you're a big fan base, aren't you? How many members you got?
60,000.
That's pretty big still.
Yeah.
What's the general vibe out of Demonland?
I think everyone's like obviously salty about it all, but like I think they're starting to accept it a bit.
Yeah, you saw Clary running around as well.
Yeah, he did like 20 laps.
That's a lot of laps.
And I waved and he didn't
know who you are.
So
where do we find yourself next year with Demons? What's your prediction for the year? Finals?
Well, Gorney said he'll play in the next grand final. So
Gorney did?
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
He did.
Gorney said, when did he say that?
He said it like a week ago. He said he'll be in the next premiership side.
He has to say that though because he's captain. He hasn't been that at all.
I don't think he would lie.
Okay. Well, it's been a rough couple of weeks post the season. Now everything into, off season, getting rid of Track and Clary and Stephen King's there.
Yeah.
I still think your biggest addition and the biggest improvement of the club already we've seen, new admin.
Yeah.
Who's the social admin? Do you know who it is?
I think I do, yeah.
Tell us.
I think it's 50.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's 50. I think he's the one that's cooking.
Is
so
he?
If you know 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's the one that's...
He's taken up the role.
Yeah.
That's big. I saw the CJ GTA stuff.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was cool.
Yeah.
No, right.
We've needed that for so long. And obviously...
You're back.
I've got my own experience there, but...
Yeah. What we should do actually is rank the social media teams again.
Yeah.
After the season. Maybe that's today.
Would you have...
Carlton?
Yeah.
Dead last still. If you go lower than last, I want daylight before them. Let's cook them again. See what they come up with. I think D's have made an improvement.
Well, I reckon the Blues were the only team the whole season that didn't send us
nothing. So how this works,
definitely are. So
for those who don't know, Ash, when he cooks up his intros, the teams are very generous with their vision they give us, and they all kind of buy into giving you stuff and say, "Hey, look, we want to be part of this. It's great." Blues gave absolutely donuts to us.
Yeah.
And that could be, to me with this accidental...
Is that your fault?
Well, I did leak that accidental story against them and they came after us a little bit there. Yeah. But that's okay. It was true in the end, allegedly. Let's see. Just a reminder as well, some housekeeping here. Don't vote for us for the TikTok Sports Creator of the Year. We don't want that at all. So those who have been voting for us, don't like that. You can vote every day as you get a new vote. Don't like that at all. So we're good. We've said that we're good. We're happy to be there. We do not want to make a speech. So for those who are voting, thank you, but not thank you at all. We're good. We're fine. We don't need that.
You really don't want it?
Not really. It's fine.
Is it the speech that you just don't want
I just want to make a speech. What do I say? I feel like thanking Jesus is a massive icebreaker, but I don't really thank Jesus at all. So I think I will leave with that. But let's see what happens today. Ollie Gill actually owes an apology off the top here to Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Now, last time we spoke about how Michael Jordan, he said the most nervous he'd been in a long time was when he hit that free throw in front of the kids at the Airbnb that he hired. And Ollie came out and said, no, there's no way he did that. He's put mayo on that story. Did you hear that?
I didn't hear that.
No, he hit that. And then vision came out of Michael Jordan actually at the Airbnb hitting the free throw for the kids. And everyone blew up our DM saying, "Oh, Ollie owes him an apology." And Ollie did an apology.
So is that why he's not in today?
He's probably half the reason why he's not in. So he's in. I think he's back next for Wednesday's ep or tomorrow, whenever. Yeah. I'm not sure, but he's out of action at the moment.
Well, hopefully we can get an apology for that.
Hopefully. I did see over the weekend, Little John and Pitbull took over a lot of Pitbulls in Melbourne. I love that everyone was dressing up as Pitbull and running down the streets of Melbourne as Pitbull in their bowl caps as well. Little John also became Little Don. Now, that wasn't good. I don't know who gave him an Essendon Guernsey, Little John, but that's not good for the brand for Little John at all. So I saw that in there. Also, like a lot of cards this weekend. Cox Play, it was on the weekend. And I was on the Gold Coast, the golf trip, didn't win at all, but I watched the Cox Play at a pub. And they destroyed the racecourse. For those who didn't see it, It was the last running there of the Cox Plate and any race for a while as they do all the renovations to Moody Valley. Something happened where I don't know who led the charge, but after the races were finished, they destroyed everything they could find. People were taking barricades, like actual barricades, probably 50 meters long, 4 people just on their shoulders driving out. Now, you can't get that in an Uber.
No.
So I don't know where they're even taking that, where they're walking it to, but to just decide that I'm going to take some of the barrier home and walk it home. Unbelievable scenes. Imagine rolling home, you just got Mum, I've had a great night, I've got the barrier. Yeah. I've been electric this barrier, now I'm going to bring it home as well. So that was a lot.
Yeah.
Speaking of construction, now, I don't know if it's just because I had a big weekend, I just wanted some easy watching last night, but if anyone else watched The Block with me, they got to cancel that show immediately. I know you wouldn't call The Block. Someone called me Unk.
Yeah, someone messaged me and said, why is Unk crying?
Yeah, because it was emotional. The Block last night, they've got to cancel that show. It's just one of the all-time worst seasons they've had. So for those who did watch it, they know what I'm talking about. First, what they do is they go in, they try and make a lot of money, they do the renovations, and they set the reserve price, and anything over the reserve, then they make back. So they put in their own pockets. The reserve was set for $3 million in Dalesford. That's your first mistake, setting that reserve in Dalesford. In this economy, in this housing crisis, and everyone's struggling just to get by, $3 million, first mistake then. Then the first house made $420,000. So they were happy. Everyone goes, oh, this is great. That's going to set the tone for the whole rest of the 4 auctions coming up. Second house makes $110,000, and they're filthy with it. They're flat because they had a good house. And then passed in, and then another one made $100,000, which was it's shit for the block. And then the last house didn't have a single bid. They got to cancel that show like straight away because I was on the couch just in absolute tears. Crying about this poor family. It was really sad. I don't know if it was because I was just had a big weekend and came home.
Yeah.
But it was a bad show. Bad process. They got to cancel that at all. And I can't believe you don't watch it, firstly.
Oh, yeah.
You should get your head around it. You actually should. Let's get into some football stuff while we're here still. Again, off-season tough. Not a lot going on around. Bit of quiet off-season. Was last year this quiet in the off-season?
Not for my club.
I don't remember it. Oh, your club was loud last year.
We're always loud.
Yeah, you were real loud last year.
I hate the off-season.
Well, it's been good because Melbourne fans, now you can actually enjoy this because things seem to be like they're okay this off-season. No one's arguing. No one's wanting to leave. No one's wanting to burn the club. No one's out partying. No. Everything's that we know.
Well, yeah, for now.
You get rid of DJ Shitboy too. He could be out there partying and shitting himself somewhere, potentially, at North Melbourne.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who's having a loud off-season, Carlton. Just the gift that keeps on giving at the moment. I don't know what's going on at Carlton, but it's just anything bad that can happen will keep happening to this club. So we're definitely cooking, but this time we're cooking ourselves a little bit here because Jackson Binns, Elijah Hollands both been listed with a year to go on their contracts. Elijah Hollands, top 10 pick, came from the Gold Coast, had his troubles up there, gets to Carlton, has that first season where everyone goes, okay, this guy actually looks okay, this could be something we'll work with here, maybe he can fit into a forward, into a midfield role, and then his first season, as I said, really good. This season, didn't even fire a shot, struggled the whole way through, some stories came out about how he was struggling off the field, and then didn't see him at all. And this is a guy that was drafted high and then came in, his brother's on the team, and we thought this was going the straight and arrow, and just hasn't gone the way that we thought it would go. And it feels like with this, especially Elijah Hollands one, it's a very loud message that we are not mucking around here at Carlton Land, which I kind of like, but no one's safe. Then Mitch Cleary reports that, yep, Elijah Hollands has been delisted, but then he has an opportunity to maybe get his spot back and win it back by training with the Blues over summer, and they take him as a rookie if no one else decides they want to pick him up. He's a good player. He can play. We've seen him play some good football. He just cannot get himself at the moment. Like, is it mentally? Is it physically on the park? But a guy who can really play football. And now, if he doesn't get picked up, it goes back to the Blues, and they'll make him train for his spot to get back on the list, which is very much like when your boss fires you before the Christmas party, but still invites you to come to the Christmas party. Very awkward. The whole Elijah Hollands thing. And then, if that wasn't enough to top it off, the day before, Jackson Binns, who's a good young player. He's been real good at VFL. He dominates VFL. And now I'm getting angry because Vossi's really ruined this club. And still don't think he can coach, but some stuff's going on here. Gets rid of Jackson Binns. Had a year to go on his contract as well. There has to be more of that story with Jackson Binns. There's no reason why Jackson Binns should be getting delisted with a year to go on his contract. And everyone's saying, oh, no, it's because they brought all these players in and we have the 6 first-round picks. Like, that's why maybe they're trying to make room. I don't think so. It happened when the North Melbourne game against Carlton, the MCG, Blues got absolutely the shit beat out of them. 3/4 time, Vossi comes down with all the senior leaders around and he just points Jackson Binns out and sprayed. You remember that? We sprayed him?
Yeah.
Something happened in that huddle. Something happened that has led to Jackson Binns getting fired here with a year to go his contract. I don't like it at all. I don't know what we're doing at Carlton. I don't get it. There has to be a grand plan behind it. Graham Wright's come in and just pretty much turn the place upside down. But we've become the best club at paying blokes not to be there. They can have with Lockie O'Brien, Elijah Hollands, Jackson Binns. If you want to get paid and not play, Carlton's the place for you. We're a shit show at the moment. I don't like it at all.
You were pretty happy with the trades that you made, only 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, I was happy with it.
Do you still feel like
we're good? We're in a good spot. Everything's fine. I just don't like how there's something else going on here that I don't like at all. Yeah. So I don't like the Elijah Hollands is a separate one. That's something clearly has been going on there, and everyone who knows the stories or is on your Reddits or your big footies making rumors up, they're probably somewhere around the truth. Like it's always seems like it's in the middle somewhere. The Jackson Binns one, I don't get at all. Yeah, at all. He's a good player.
Does he have the chance to?
He's done.
He's done.
But Elijah Hollands gets the chance to win his spot back by training. Yeah. So let's say I think Elijah Hollands get picked up somewhere else. Maybe he gets out to it. I don't know. West Coast probably take him. Let's take anyone out there. So let's see how that goes. Something big that happened at a team that's going really well. Will Ashcroft, his hair
looks good.
He had the most beautiful hair we've seen in football. Hair that taken him to 2 premierships, 2 Norm Smith medals, and then over the weekend he puts up a story looking really good. By the way, cut the mullet, cut the hair. Everyone's saying, no, this is what the boys do after they win a flag. They cut it back and they grow back into it as they go into the season. He looked unreal. Yeah. Some guys have it all. I'm telling you, some guys are just good at football and extremely good looking. It's really unfair.
He's got a beard too.
And it looks a little moustache there. He looked really good as well. Really, really good. We're trying to get him on the pod. Ollie's been messaging flat out to get him on, just to call him in to see what's going on in his life. But he is a talented, good looking guy. And the money that he could make off his hair, he should sell it. We should buy it.
We could.
We should buy his hair. If we can call him and ask if we can buy that hair and put it in the studio here, because we're going to remodel the whole set next year. If we can put that in like a glass container and just see what grows out of it.
It would definitely be good luck, because whatever he's got.
We need some good luck as well when you break the curse. I haven't got an update on the curse yet. Have we managed to get a hold of Nick Watson?
I think that's in the works.
Okay. Yeah. We need Wiz. For those who are just shooting in.
What was the full picture, obviously, with the other guy? He just didn't...
Oh, the Wizard from Footscray?
He just didn't want to be...
Nah, he didn't. We had a wizard. Yeah, nah, he didn't want to be filmed on camera. So the Wizard from... I got a feeling he wasn't a real wizard. I think it was just a guy from Footscray who just...
$50 at the start was a bit sus.
Yeah, when we did ask, what's the first thing you normally do in this kind of situation? And he says, I take $50. That's when I knew this guy probably is going to scam us as well. Yeah. So the Wizard from Footscray doesn't want to borrow of it, but if there is... Well, the real wizard we want is from Hawthorn. So we get a hold of him still. Yeah. North AFLW team. This is unbelievable. 23 in a row. It's actually wild. I know a lot of people out there saying, oh, it's AFLW, like it doesn't count, they don't play each other, they haven't even played each other really, like Hawthorn and North have never played each other, so that comes into it and the season's shorter. But if you win 23 in a row at any level, Oz kick, local football, that's a huge effort. They're unbelievable. Insane. They're so good. Like, I don't even know how they're doing this. They just keep smashing. They smashed the Saints, who'd won 6 in a row coming into this game. Everyone thought maybe danger game. Wasn't danger game at all. It was over in the first quarter. Just so good. They're going for the record this Friday night against Hawthorn, a team they haven't played before. Hawthorn are second ladder, North first. Can they break the record? Can they not? It'd be actually a good game to tune and watch. They're unbelievable. So we'll see how they go in that game. They might not ever lose again. Like, you know the saying when you say, we may never lose again.
They can actually say it.
And it's like a ha-ha. You're like, oh, no, we may never lose again. No, they actually may never lose again, which is a good position to be in. And still, we got to investigate what's going on in that building at North Melbourne. How you can have 2 teams in the same 4 walls, using the same equipment, same meeting rooms, and then have completely different results. One team is history makers in the women's, and the other end is still just opposite sides of the table, a complete arse. North men's team, they need to sort something out. They need to go over and work out what they're doing and get like the structures, the game plans, gym routines, training, all that stuff to try and work out how they can come to the middle somewhere and just pick off how to be great, because they're in the same building. So I don't know how that works at all. I need to figure it out for them if we can. We also need to get down there and see them. Yeah, we'll do North Melbourne. We should do a vlog. We need to go down there and vlog and see what's going on down there just to see how they do this. A guy who was very busy over the weekend, we saw quickly, Bont got married. Well done to Bont. Yeah, well done, Bont. Not a friend of the program at all, actually. Doesn't know we exist, I don't think. But he got married. Good to see him. All the boys over there as well. Just to bring this up because they'd want him to get busy pretty quick. The doggies. Get him really just working, Because if he can pump out a few, I mean, they're set for life. Yeah, so good luck to him. Pumping a few out for all the Doggies fans soon, which we'd love to see. So maybe next 20 years or so, given timings, they're going to be an absolute powerhouse. So win them while you can before everyone comes in and takes them all. Now, this time last year, we did something pretty, well, not even cool. It just happened. We asked, I think it was like the start of AI, of when people were asking AI to predict the premiership winners.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, we went back to see what it said last year. And AI, this time last year, picked that Brisbane win the flag for us.
Wow.
So, of course, we're going to go back to that right now and predict what happens next season. Yeah. So I've asked AI to give me the top 8 and the premiership winners, grand final premiership winner. So this is what it says. Top 8, Brisbane, Sydney, pretty good so far, Geelong, St Kilda, that's your top 4. Then Carlton, Collingwood, Essendon, Hawthorn. That's your top 8. Brisbane, Sydney, Geelong, St Kilda, Carlton, Collingwood, Essendon, Hawthorn. Thoughts, questions, queries? No Melbourne. Sorry, mate.
What did you say to make it put the Blues in?
That's what I said. Give me the top 8 for next AFL season. And that's what's pumped out.
I don't know about that.
So amongst all that, it's gone to the grand final. The 2026 grand final, I hope you're happy because Hawthorn fans, you're in it. Against Sydney. And then the winner will be Sydney.
Wow.
It nailed it last year, AI. So now we've gone back to the world. That's what we have. Sydney win it all next year.
I could see that. I could see Sydney winning it all next.
I honestly, I don't know how Carlton are in there. That felt a bit.
Yeah.
Even I think that feels a bit weird.
I think because you probably use the AI so much, ChatGPT.
Wants to flirt with me.
You would say stuff that's like Carlton related, so it like knows you.
And it knows what I like.
Yeah.
Well, I have been known to abuse my AI.
Yeah.
Not like verbally, like I think I've said some aggressive things about Carlton there, like don't speak like them, like that, you know? But yeah, it must know, so I hope that's good.
What was Essendon? How did they?
Essendon were 7th there.
Okay.
You don't like that one?
Well, I don't want to talk down on them, but
no.
Come on.
No, Melbourne.
I'd expect that.
Melbourne will finish, I know, like, honestly,
like
15th.
Yeah, that's all right.
You'll take it if you can. Yeah. If you can. Oh, well. Some news in other sports that's happening right now because the AFL world is quiet, as we know. This NBA betting scandal. Did you see this?
Yeah, I saw that.
Operation Royal Flush, pulled together by a mafia family called the Gambino family. Friday morning, FBI takes down 30 players, former, current, coaches, and mafia members. So here are a few here. Terry Rozier, who is currently a point guard, was arrested for providing inside information to the mafia and then removing himself early from games, which he told members of the mafia he was going to do. So then people on Twitter were going back to see what games he was doing this in and then putting it on Twitter to show everyone like, oh, it's so obvious now. And some of the vision is literally, now you look back at hilarious about the things that he's doing. Like he's pulling up 3v1 from so far out, just jacking it up. He's turning it over on purpose, like jumping on the spot, doing 360s and just throwing the ball away, just doing all the stuff that now you look at it and go, that's just so obvious what he was doing. And then pulling himself out early in games. There's him running down the court and like presenting to a hammy and going out and not coming back on. That's wild because he's making $26 million this season.
Yeah.
To do that. And then being part of this operation, the Gambino, I think it was like 5 mafia families were involved in this thing. Yeah. So he's one that they've come out with and said, okay, well, he's part of it. The next one is Chauncey Billups, Hall of Famer for the Detroit Pistons, now coaching the Trailblazers. He's the coach. Was brought in by the mafia to host these rigged poker games where he'd invite high-profile players that he knew and other people. He was called a lure. So he'd be the guy that people would say, this poker game's going on. Chauncey Billups is here. He's bringing like Kevin Garnett, come and play. All these big high rollers would come because of him. They had cards marked with holographics on them. So the dealer was in it as well, obviously the mafia. And Chauncey Billups had these glasses on that they could read the holographics on the back of the cards and know what everyone had, what the dealer was about to flip over next, where all the cards were to just rip everyone off. So Kevin Garnett was the player in these games, other players. The Mafia and Chauncey Billups apparently won $7.5 million off people by just playing poker and ripping people off. He's the coach of the Trailblazers.
How much money would he already be getting though?
So much. He would have made so much money. He's been in the league for 30 years.
It just why would you risk all of that just for...
It's wild.
When you're already earning that much money.
It's crazy. The whole thing is crazy. There's obviously more to come, and then all these conspiracy theories came out because Chauncey Billups was wearing... Twitter went crazy. It went really crazy, as it does. He was wearing, I think it was a Clutch Sports, which is LeBron's management firm. He was wearing that when he came out of like prison, I don't know, holding from being questioned and stuff. And everyone's like, that's him sending a message to LeBron saying, help me out now before I expose you. So now everyone's like, LeBron's a lot tighter than this. Maybe his management's tight in it. Like, how deep does this thing really go? It's absolutely wild. It's crazy. If you get a chance to read up on it and just watch a YouTube video, just go and do it, because the level that the mafia got into Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier and all these other stuff is unbelievable.
Have we had any,
We're the umpire.
Yeah.
What's his name? Michael Pell.
Okay.
That was, what did he do again? Michael Pell.
Was it the Brownlow?
Was it Pell? No, it's not Pell.
Was he
AFL
predicting the
umpire.
Brownlow? Like, was he?
Nah, he wasn't. He was. Here we go. It's up here. He did. Oh, maybe he was. He was the Brownlow betting scandal.
Yeah.
Who's the guy that? Is it him? Who was the other umpire that was? No, that was alleged. So Michael Pell also umpired like a final against the Doggies in Adelaide. And it was 14-1 free kicks to the Dogs. And everyone was like, oh, he's done this as well. Like, he's involved in this.
Wow.
When Adelaide were the favourites going into it, or something like that.
When was that? How long?
Ages ago. I think like 10 years ago.
2016.
Well, it would have been. Yeah.
Wow.
Troy Parnell. Here we go. He's on the run. Lawyers have asked federal police to start hunting down AFL umpire Troy Parnell. He failed to appear in a court hearing in accusations he stole $8.7 million from an employer. That's right. And he did that as well, we covered. When he stole money from his employer because he was like sifting money off where he was working. We also should have said allegedly on top of all that stuff.
I was about to say, is this all true?
That's alleged, all of that, just to make it really clear before anyone comes after us. Again, because have got ourselves in the hot water before by not doing that.
We need like an allegedly like bleep.
If you could go back and put like a little ledge,
that.
just a disclaimer before all this, that'd be really good, because I just don't feel like getting sued on a Monday.
No.
When there's no need to. So that's crazy, the whole thing, which is wild. Also in the NBA, we've done it a few times in our socials. Victor Wembanyama is just not real.
I saw that clip, yeah.
He did another one. I did another one just before. He is crazy. A guy I really do suggest you go and watch and just see what he's doing right now for the sport of it. Like, he's changing everything. Like Steph Curry changed everything when he shot the threes. LeBron and Michael just changed it, how they were being great. Victor Wembanyama is just the scariest athlete in the world.
How tall is he?
7'4". He's averaging 6 blocks a game. What's his stat here? 21 years old. He's averaging 33 points, 13 rebounds, almost 2 steals, 6 blocks per game. Just became the first player this century with 100 points and 18 blocks in a 3-game span. That's not normal to do that stuff at 21 years old. Like, I know everyone's talking about LeBron and then Jordan, who's going to be the GOAT. If he keeps doing this stuff for the next 10 years, that might be the whole discussion just over. Like, he's crazy. And he's just long and aggressive and blocks everything and can shoot. Like, him handling the ball up the court. It's like, how are we going to deal with that? That's not good for anyone. I don't know how you stop it. So he's just going to dominate and just change the whole game of basketball as well. So hopefully he doesn't caught up with the mafia, because he's a good young man. And he speaks French. Doesn't speak a lick of English, I don't think. He probably does, but I haven't seen it. Let's talk about the Steeden NRL. Did you see them wanting to create a global round?
I did.
Peter Vland's off his head. Peter Vland is the chairman of the Australian Rugby League Commission. It just does the craziest shit all the time. So he did Vegas for the opening round, and that was to compete with AFL's opening round. Or we did it after, because they were going to Vegas, and the AFL thought, Andrew Dillon, the suits there, said, well, let's go to their turf and take over and put the games on. So we did that. And he's that crazy. Now he wants to take NRL to literally the world. So London, Paris, Hong Kong, the entire planet, he wants NRL to kick the season off. Essentially saying, you know how the NFL is now taking their game around the world? Yeah. The NRL is going to do the same. It's just starting in 2027. 6 games all over the world. Europe, Asia, 1 in Australia, so the fans don't riot, just to show that rugby league is a truly global sport. It's wild. I don't know how we're going to compete with that in the AFL.
Well, we did pre-season stuff, obviously.
Yeah, our games were bad, though. Real bad. It wasn't a good showcase of the sport.
I know my dad went to a game like Collingwood played in London, like in like the 90s.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But still, like, we had the Shanghai games in New Zealand and all that stuff as well. But this is... People don't get it. You got to find the fields for us to do it over there. And we don't have them as well. But the NRL doing it is just ridiculous.
An international sport, so it is easier, I guess.
Rugby league?
Yeah.
True. And we did smoke England as well. Over the weekend.
We did.
Getting the business. Reece Walsh was just crazy. So they're doing some things. They're also taking State of Origin to New Zealand 2027, which is big. So Peter Vlandis is just like a crazy man. And I kind of rate how crazy he is.
Would you want to see AFL go international with like...
How would you do it?
Well, I don't think anyone wants in-game. No. Why would you want it to be anywhere else?
You couldn't. Yeah, no, you couldn't.
It's only good for the AFL or the NRL. Like, it's only good for them. It's not
It
good
just
for
wouldn't be a
us.
good. You'd lose. They'd bleed money if they went anywhere else to do it, and you'd lose. Just like imagine having a game in America and then no one would turn up.
Well, I know, as a Melbourne fan,
Mate, you could
if
play them
we can't
anywhere.
get-
No one's turning up.
if
Don't
we
worry about
can't
that.
get people to turn up to the MCG, I don't think we're going to get people to turn up in another country. So.
Absolutely, no one's watching the Melbournes anywhere in the world.
Nah.
No. That's probably the hardest. I mean, maybe in hell. It makes sense. You guys are based in hell. Probably the only place you guys should play your games would be hell, and everyone would watch you then.
Will they train in hell?
Casey.
I didn't say it.
Casey's a good spot. I was out there once. I played one game out there, a VFL game. I left my car unlocked and my golf clubs got nicked.
Right.
That was good. After coming off the VFL ground, doing a hip flexor, then have your Callaways missing as well. So that was a good memory out at Casey. Good people out there. Shout out to everyone who's listening in Casey. We love you. We'll do a live show out there once. We shouldn't have said that. We're not going to do that at all. Take that bit out, maybe. Actually, leave it in.
We'll take all the Casey stuff out.
Take all the leave all the Casey stuff in. They love it. They love it there. Oscar Piastri. This is a lot of stuff going on around the world of sport. Oscar Piastri no longer leading the drivers' championship in the F1. You an F1 guy?
No.
Man, this is now speaking of conspiracy theories. This is a conspiracy theory, absolute dream. So led the championship for 6 months ahead of Lando Norris, his teammate at McLaren. McLaren gets this like quick, fast car out of nowhere, beating now Red Bull, Ferrari. That has gone straight to the top. A lot of people saying now that Oscar Piastri, who led for 6 months, his car's been altered by McLaren because they love Lando Norris so much. Their number one driver, their main driver, and they want him to win. That they've done something to his car to slow him down by like half a second or a second. And even Oscar Piastri, after he's coming out of doing like qualifying laps and practice, saying, I'm driving the car so well and I cannot get anything out of it. Something has changed. Nothing adds up. So now he's in on it. The fans are saying that they've done this. McLaren have had to come out and say, no, like the cars are the same. We don't want to do anything. And the evidence before that is when they were telling Oscar Piastri to go to the side and pull back because they want Lando to be number one driver and win. Like it's all happening at McLaren land. And that's what they do. It's a sport. They just make sure there's one driver and they have to win. But Oscar Piastri is saying, hey, this is absolute bullshit. Something's going on here.
Has it ever happened where like what are they called? Like the second
Driver.
Have they ever just gone like, fuck it, I'm just going to...
Everyone knows their role. I think they know their role. Like everyone knows they're the guy, but McLaren have a situation here where they both want to be the guy. And Oscar Piastri was so good when they had the equal car, alleged, that he just shot to the front. And now that he's been so good, they're saying that they've done something to the car to alter it.
Well, I know, like, this has happened in, I don't think he won the lot, but Marc Marquez in the MotoGP and his brother, Alex Marquez, I think.
Yeah.
I think Marc is like the top dog of the whole thing. And then when he got injured, his brother, who was always second, ended up winning.
Yeah.
And so...
It's a real thing.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. So it's all happening in McLaren. Everyone's really pissed off. Really pissed off about it. Especially us Australians. We want to see Oscar dominate and win a championship.
Yeah.
So let's hope they can. Hopefully, he can get his car right and they can stop just shafting him and making his car slower. Allegedly. Cricket. A lot happening to the cricket. Pat Cummins ruled out. Ruled out. I can't wait for the Ashes to start. Bring him here. Bring him here. We'll just give an absolute piece of England to just piss him back off. I want to give him the business. So he's out. Steve Smith's now captain. Skipper goes down. We get a fast bowler also out. So we're going to change some things here, but it won't matter. England coming out here. Scott Boland will be in.
Yeah.
You think he'd play every test, so he's in for sure. But it's tough. Pat Cummins, that's our heart and soul. Get ripped out. Yeah. But we'll get the business deal with Steve Smith. Steve Smith will be good. So let's hope that Steve Smith comes in, changes the team. I don't know when the team comes out for the Ashes. Hopefully soon. But we'll see as that. And also, we're going to the States, you and I.
Yep.
We'll be there very soon to go see some stuff.
Very excited.
Seattle, LA, then LA and home. But I'm keen to see Rams, Seahawks, see some basketball. We're doing some stuff there. Hopefully Ollie will come back by then as well. So we'll do that. This week's still the same. We'll be back Wednesday. Ollie will be back in his chair. And then Friday, we'll see what happens, see what's happening in the sporting world. Maybe back Friday episode, then we go over, and then it's business as usual. Still same recordings with some vlogs. Everyone's looking forward to the vlogs.
Vlogs would be awesome.
Vlogs will be great. So it's business as usual from Wednesday going forward. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for doing football with us.
Yeah.
You've been great. How'd you feel?
That felt real quick, yeah.
Give yourself a rating out of 10, you reckon?
I'm going to go 6 out of 10.
Okay, 6 out of 10.
I think
you can work with that. We'll let YouTube just critique you and see how you went.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Okay. Hey, thanks for doing the footy with us. We'll see you on Wednesday. Do it all again.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, visit gamblinghelponline.org.au.